So I think it's interesting when you talk about safety or cyber risk, right? People come to us and they say, we're not really ready yet. I call that paralysis by analysis. I think that you use that term a lot too. I mean, it's a funny thing, but how much risk do you think is associated with not doing anything?
All the risk. You have all the risk just by doing nothing. Even starting with an assessment is just that little bitty tiny baby step forward. You were saying something earlier. I forgot what the saying was. You were saying something about a checklist, trying to checklist your way through, or something to that effect.
There's two things I think for risk, for safety and for cyber, that a lot of people miss. First thing is you have to have a good risk assessment, for one thing. And a lot of customers just don't want to do a risk assessment because they don't want to know how bad it is. But once you do give it to them, or you give them a gap analysis, they say, can you just give me a checklist, maybe a 10-step thing to help me get there?
Right. Well, it's funny you mentioned that some people just don't want to know how bad it is. If we ignore the 100-pound elephant in the room, right, nothing's going to happen. But there was, you're a veteran, I'm a veteran. This is one of the things I took away from my time in the fleet, was that being forewarned is being forearmed, right? Once we've seen the problem, then we can start to address the problem. Maybe a little bitty step, but it's going to get the ball rolling.
Getting that little bitty step is the hardest thing for a lot of people, right? Take that first step. And I think it's our job as an industry to encourage people to take that first step and then take the next step and take the next step. And it's a difficult thing sometimes.